Hello traders, welcome to another episode of our weekly analysis. Last week was an awesome one. Market did play out just as expected. We did see some bearish movement in the gold. That was our prediction. And of course, we did see some bullish momentum on US30. So let's just quickly jump into the chart and do some recap before getting ahead with this week's analysis. I remain your humble host, Mr. Wex. All right, so this is gold. I was expecting price to push into the supply, then of course drop all the way to this demand, and our analysis was from the 4-hour time frame. So this is basically what we had. I expected a break for price to continue downward, but of course price decided to halt around the demand. So quickly jumping to our US30. Of course, this is what we were expecting on US30. I expected to see price push all the way to this 42,348 price level, but of course it is moving slow but sure. So we are still expecting the bullish continuation. So let me quickly do a little bit of cleanup and let's see what this week have for us. All right, starting off with gold, let's quickly jump to the daily time frame and let's see what the daily time frame has for us. All right, on the daily time frame, currently price is trading within the daily demand, so there is some expectation for price to push in the bullish direction. But of course, if there is a break below this structure, I am expecting price to nosedive to this zone. Of course, this is an H4 zone, so let's basically stay on the H4 and conclude on this analysis. So my expectation this week is very, very simple. We are not looking for something out of the ordinary, so I'm looking for a trend break for price to push higher. Then of course for simplicity, this is what I'm looking at. I'm gonna be a little bit boring when it comes to the trend line, but all this makes sense when we trading within the week. So basically with this diagram I've just drawn of course, so I'm looking forward to see a clean break of structure at this level from 3310 level. That is where I'll be interested in the buy. That is the whole summary of this all diagrams I have just drawn. So basically I'm going to be looking forward for buys from there. So I need to see a clean break of this, a retest into this area, then of course price should be pushing in the bullish direction. So for those of us that deal with a zone, so let me just make it a bit simpler for you. So we are looking forward to see price break this structure, get into this zone, break this zone, then of course we are a retest maybe on the lower time frame. Then of course we should see price try to take out its own previous high. So that is it on the bullish side of things. Then of course still remaining bearish in terms of our buyers. If price drops below this, of course it is gonna be a very smooth drop to this zone on the 4-hour time frame. Then of course ultimately on the bearish perspective, I'm expecting price to drop all the way to this zone if there is gonna be volume. So basically this week of course I'm also double biased, but more yielding towards the bearish direction, because it is a bit closer. The trend line is still being respected. We need to see a break below this zone. Then of course I'm going to be interested in joining the sell all the way to this zone, because when you look at the left hand side, it is just a clean range to the left hand side, so there is a huge possibility for the sell. So this is my perspective with regards to gold. A break above this zone, a retest, then of course we're going to be looking forward for bulls. As long as price trades within this area, it is flat for me. A break below here, then we are going to be looking forward for sales all the way here. All right, so concluding with US30, like I stated earlier, I'm still very bullish on US30. That this structure has been taken out. So if we look at this level, that structure right here, so this structure has been taken out. Price did a little bit of a retest back into that zone, so of course it is bulls all the way. So I'm still rooting strongly for the bulls when it comes to US30 this week. I'm still aiming for my target. It's likely gonna be a very smooth ride to the top. So this is basically it from me. I'm still bullish on US30. I'm a little bit double biased when it comes to gold. Like I said, gold, I'm 60% bearish, 40% bullish. Then of course I need to see price take out these areas and these zones before I can engage. So if this is your first time coming across my videos, please kindly like the video. If you have not subscribed, kindly hit the subscription button. Turn on your post notifications so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified. I still remain your humble host, your fellow trader, Mr. Wex. See you in the winning side. Peace.